Hello guys, and welcome back to a new League of Legends game. It's been a while since I've been trying to put out, but I've not been too happy with my performance in the amount and also a little bit the quality, especially the last video. Can't remember. Oh, the Rengar video. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about that quality, so I hope that's fixed now. At least I have slightly more time today to retry if something goes wrong. I closed more background programs, so I hope Fraps keeps up a little bit better with my CPU or whatever's happening there. And I hope my there goes that's Fraps again. Yeah, I don't. I'd almost imagine that's just Fraps doing it because there can't really be anything interfering. It's not like my computer sucks terribly. Yeah, and I hope the mic is better because it seemed like last video it recorded via my laptop mic instead of my actual mic, which of course gave a lot more background noise and less more echoish. So yeah, for this game, Pantheon jungle, it's been ages. I don't think I've ever really played Pantheon jungle. I have him for Aram. I do have a skin because mystery gifts. So yeah, this is not gonna be a video that I would per se classify as anything closely related to a Pantheon guide. I make some big mistakes, but I do learn a lot, so I guess maybe the things that I learned in this game you can learn from watching it. At the same time, I hope it's still entertaining, but I'll leave that up to you. So for this game, queuing with, of course, my body lost. He's gonna be played top lane Mordekaiser versus Irelia. They have an Udyr in the jungle, they have an Asir in mid lane versus Diana. Sivir Trash bot lane versus Kog'Maw Nautilus. So as I start the jungle, Pantheon decent survivability between his W and his passive. His W gives you the immediate proc on passives, and otherwise it's 4 abilities, I think. Does have really high mana cost, and as you see, and now I'm spamming abilities. Of course, I am picking up blue buff here. But as the game progresses, I switch to mainly just using my Q and maybe my W for the shield. I'm gonna do the early clear. Whatever you want to call it. Just do the bottom half of the jungle, go base, and pick up the smite. Spamming a little bit. Did use both my pots. Probably not necessary, especially if you're gonna go base early. But like I said, it's been ages since I played Pantheon, so I didn't really know. Gonna go base, and the decision was what kind of smite I wanted to pick up. I think your best changes are either the Stalkers or the Trailblazer. I decided to go with Trailblazer because it also gives me mana back, just a little I think. If I smite, let's just confirm that. Yeah, 15% of missing mana. And of course it helps with the clear and Pantheon, especially later on if I decide to use my E less especially. That's really gonna help. So as I come in, this is the route you see me take quite often. Do miss the E there, a small one. I'm gonna smite for the buff because I like the buff in junglers. Don't want attack speed. As you can see in my Aatrox video, running attack speed and getting this buff really helps with your clear efficiency. Gonna ward my red just in case Udyr decides to come off. Udyr, pretty good clear, could do it. Pretty good duelist as well. Taking red, Diana is very far back in lane. I'm not sure if there's really a reason for that. Bot lane really low. Their bot lane also kind of low. Irelia is super low versus Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser used smite already though. So let's see what I do. I decide to keep on clearing the jungle. Do have a smite. Don't think I'm gonna use it on this camp. Decide to clear the small ones first because I don't really do a lot of damage just yet to the big one. And of course the small ones do quite a lot of damage in the Raptor camp. Gonna smite, gonna get a little mana back. Of course you can already see my blue buff worn off. And I'm already really low on mana. So I guess that's one of the main issues maybe with Pantheon jungle. Top doesn't need to gank, top is gonna base. I wanted to come in for the counter gank because I expected Udyr would see a juicy target in half health, very far up top lane, Mordekaiser. Just gonna pick up Scuttles instead. And here I want to go in on Asir. It's about the same time that Diana's gonna come in. So we see him, he sees me. I'm gonna get the stun up. And I think I'm already out of mana here. Doesn't matter. Didn't get the red buff off even. I guess it doesn't apply itself when you E or Q, probably, or W. I'm not sure if you're Q'd even. Here I'm already out of mana, so like that's one of the big points I learned for Pantheon jungle. Really mana hungry. And just gonna pick up Scots, and I think I have Smite again, so I can just do Grump and get some mana back again. But it looks like I decide to stay, or go base rather. That was probably not necessary. Pick up some Mobies. Mobies on Pantheon pretty nice. It's especially when you get your ult. Though I'm not really high level for maybe I'm a bit under leveled even. Though I did pretty decently quick clear, so I leave that up for debate. I think I went back because blue was coming up and I just wanted to pick up blue and just continue roaming from that point on. Actually I wanted to give it to Diana, but we'll leave that in the middle for now. So yeah, the Mobi boots together with your ultimate allows you to be almost everywhere in the map really quickly. You can respond really well, which is probably one of the main strengths of Pantheon. Of course he has pretty good ganks if you do get the ult off correctly as well. Yeah, so as you can see, already pretty much out of mana. Blue buff is gonna be up. I want to give it to Diana. I think Diana's roaming top because she's missing Asir, and shit's going down in top lane already. She spots Udyr. There was a first blood in mid lane, and I don't think we can get this. Oof. I really need rapture now. I'm not. It's back to 30 frames per second now, which is what's supposed to record, but it always decides to go to 60. It's up to 50. It's such a random program. So I think Mordor did die to Udyr gank, but Diana does come in to pick up Aurelia. I'm not sure what Udyr died to, or Mordekaiser died to. Maybe he based. No, I think Udyr, yeah, because he has an assist, yeah. Because Diana stuff, I'm just gonna be the one to pick up blue buff. Smited it, of course, to get the mana, because really mana hungry champion. And I think one of the biggest mistakes you see me, I actually already started that, is I completely forgot to pick up a smite enchant, like warrior, like Cinder Hulk, Devour, and Magus. Completely forgot about Asir gets mid in the meantime as well, so you know, we were falling behind a little bit. I'm still level 5 at 8.5 minutes. And I don't pick up the of course this would still go into it, but I'm retarded, so I don't. I honestly completely forgot about it on like the last minute of play. And I was like, hey, that's why I was left with 10% CDR that I could fill in with something else. I was just confused. But it's not too bad. We see Udyr in bot lane. Just red buff. We see Mordor baiting in Aurelia in top lane. Diana coming in. I think they should have it. Yeah, that's a ghost from Mordekaiser as well. Asir is still in mid. I wanted to come over here and see if I could take the tower. Use my ulti to save our mid tower if it was necessary, but I don't see Asir either. I see him here, so I thought, oh, he's coming up top to make a play maybe. So I just want to stick around, make sure they stayed safe. Bot lane is having some trouble, it looks like. Other lane's doing decently well. Diana is under pressure from Asir. Of course, we lost the mid tower, it's really early. I'm gonna ult in here. Because the tower's under pressure, I figured I could do it. I just wanted to see what I would do, and I just got absolutely shut up. Didn't see this tower either. So yeah, that's not how you're supposed to play your fights. In case you didn't figure this out by yourself. Bot lane's gonna have a little fight. Looks like they might be able to pick this up. The flash. Not the best flash ever, I'd say, but whatever. I'm looking to go back to jungle. I did pick up my ult here, but I'm quite far behind the solo lanes. 2 levels. I'm actually on par with their trash and our duo lanes. It's of course, that's not where you want to be. Mordekaiser is starting up my jungle. Gonna help me with the shield. Diana comes in for a gank in bot lane. I think she should be able to get it. Yeah. So that's pretty nice. Evens up the gold as well. They got the Drake as well. They got 6 minutes. Udyr soloed it. We did take a pretty decent timer. I think we said 11:10. It's almost exactly on point. So, yeah. I have my ulti, so I can just ult into the dragon pit from pretty far away. I don't have to be there. That's the advantage. I can be top and still not lose Baron. I want to come here. I used my flash though in dying to Azir. Well, I didn't have to. It didn't save me. Didn't almost save me either. So, and it's costing me here. Of course, Irelia is gonna go round and round and round and round. And we see Udyr starting up the dragon, but inside of a ward. So I'm just gonna walk over. Walk into ult range. Team is collapsing as well. Very low health Nautilus. Azir over the wall. Doing a lot of damage. I really took the execute. I'm in here now. Gonna get the smite up. Wanted to jump over to Azir and probably kill him together with Diana, but he just shits everyone. Also that wall again. That wall is gonna be so annoying throughout this whole game. Kok is still gonna die. Mordecai doesn't want to take the fight, of course. I'm not sure if Nautilus died. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he died in the end. Yeah, he died to us. And he's already respawned, so. Long drawn out fight. Mordecai is gonna farm my jungle again. Sorry for that. I'm walking down bots. Not because I want to. Yeah, I do want to kill us here because he's low. Don't have my ulti just yet. Let's see. No CDR either. Azir is just gonna run away, no point in following. I'm gonna leave it to Kokwa because that's a nice thing to do. I could, of course, I'd benefit from the XP, getting back a little bit, and also the money. But getting a late game Kokma is probably more useful than the Pantheon, who's just not really knowing what he's doing anyway. So yeah, Mordecai is gonna pick up a huge wave in. I'm sorry, there was just a really weird flash outside of my window. Maybe it was the lights? Wow, I don't. There was light. Magic. It wasn't like lightning. It's a clear day, but it wasn't lightning either. It was more like orange. It was, and like I'm not like opposite this. Oh, I get it. There's some builders working on the roof opposite me, and their tools are reflecting the sunlight into my face. That's what's confusing me so much. I thought we were dealing with aliens. So in the meantime, Mordecai comes in and it doesn't come in. Dies to Irelia and Udyr. I came in late, didn't really want to take that fight afterwards, obviously. I'm just gonna sit here and farm this, save the turrets. I don't think they can dive me, because I do have that stun. Of course, they have stuns as well. But stunning someone on the turret, I can take more auto attacks maybe than they'd like to. So they're not gonna do it. I'm just gonna farm this. Slightly too little damage to pick that up. Gonna pick up this pretty easily. Missing Udyr, not too much of a problem. Diana and Mordecai are both coming in, so I'm just gonna walk around on Irelia again. I do get seen, but it doesn't matter. Diana comes in. I'm just walking around here. There's no need for me to come here. I just need to cut her off in case she tries to. So Azir comes in, does an incredible amount of damage. Of course, I'm not sitting on too much magic for starter. I think in this page I have scaling magic resist. but flat armor. I think that's it. Both Thresh and Seer coming here. I think Diana wants to fight this. Siffer out of position. I don't really want to fight because I'm half health and I'm seeing what Seer can do to me. Diana, of course, pretty fat, 5-1-0. I thought I saw Siffer use her spell shield on something more of Mordekaiser, so I flashed in with the W, trying to kill him. Gonna pick up a Seer pretty easily. I thought they had more. Oh, come on. That's so shitty. Fuck my friends. Thought I had more backup for my team there. Because my spell shield was down for sure this time, I W Siffer again. Do pick up the Siffer afterwards. For only me, so not too shabby. Thresh is gonna make the mistake of sticking around Mordekaiser, that's not how that works. I think they're gonna pick up towers. Maybe not, doesn't look like they have enough people there. Or the wave. Aurelia has respawned. I think she might be back in it, yeah. So let's see, I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting for them to pick up the tower, because if they pick up the tower I can pick up the Black Leaf. But Azir coming in at the same time just shits all over everybody. Nice flash from Nautilus, but I think he's out of position too much too. It's 5, not really very useful ult by Siffer, but she gets the kill anyway. Diana's gonna base. I'm just gonna go back to my jungle, but I'm gonna have to hold top pretty soon. I do want to pick up my reds, but since Aurelia is gonna be pushing it, she shows up here. I think I'll turn around really quickly, try and save that tower. Just the tower is worth more than the red. We do see Thresh walking around my red buff, so they know it's up. So there's a good chance to go and try and get it. And I'm just farming the minions here. Well, Diana's gonna check it out. You see Aurelia next to our pink ward, but they do have a pink ward on their own there. They're gonna take ours, but there's 3 of us versus 2 of them. We're just gonna take their pink wards. Thresh is gonna hook me, but nobody really cares. In the meantime, Corcus really got out in bot lane. He dies, basically for nothing. I put my trinket ward in this brush, just to be sure, and I think that's really worth it, because I'm pretty sure Thresh has ward here. You can see him standing here. I pull it back, I see him walk around, he also has a ward here. I just smite it because I don't want to have my red stolen by Macri Thresh shook. I didn't really want to peel off and try and kill Thresh either, because that seemed like a bit too much trouble. Fight down in round Drake. I'm gonna ult in. And that stupid wall, I hated this wall this entire game. Of course it means Nautilus was caught out because the rest of the team couldn't join anymore. It's a 3v4. Gonna do some stacking, gonna melt pretty quickly. I don't think Diana does survive. No. Corcus left. Corcus caught out by Azir, probably is also gonna die. Now the heal saves. But yeah, that wasn't really very good for us. For our overall chances in this game. Of course Drake is still up, I think they're just gonna get it. They're gonna steal blue as well probably. Azir should be able to pick it up, especially with help, really quickly. I did spawn in the meantime, but no home guards, no ult either, so I can't ult into the dragon pit. Do run over because they're all very low, so maybe we can pick something up if we're quick enough. Nautilus was around here, maybe Nautilus should have just gone and tried to interrupt. Maybe that would have been better. Pick up Thresh. I think I used my W, it might not have been worth it. Gonna chase. Mobies of course get proc tier, so I'm slower, but Azir goes back in on me. He basically he allows himself to get stunned and be back in Q range for the next set of plays. I pick up my double buffs again, I wanted those. and we're gonna be pushing in this turret. We have both Kog'Maw and me for 80 damage, so we're gonna do it pretty quickly. In the meantime, Diana's splitting bot, and Irelia splitting top. After we're picking this up, I don't think there's too much use for us to stay around. Mordekai's gonna do something poop, it doesn't matter, it's just trash. We're gonna go around here. This is a fun little interaction. We're gonna start it. I wanted to give this to Kog, but I was gonna smite it for the health. So I smite it here, and I think the red buff just picks it up. But I wanted to give it to Kog. So, but I think because I smited, Kog thought that I wanted it really badly, so I think maybe some miscommunication there. Smite, just do not smite it, gonna pick it up with the Q. Diana based. I don't really want to hang around there either. So let's see, I think I just continue firing my jungle, almost full health, probably can't buy anything. So yeah, because I wasn't going for warrior here, and because I was really getting shit upon by Azir, I think most of us were. I wanted to get an Aegis, which of course 10% CDR will fill me up. Really good item for the generally for this game as well. So that might have worked out, but even then I should probably have picked up Cinderhawk. It's just such, they're such gold efficient items, those jungle enchants, and I just completely left them until like way later in the game. I think I didn't even pick it up because when I realized I had 6 items and not enough money to complete like either slot. Here I ping, I want to go base, still sitting on a lot of money, took 2 towers, took down a seer, got the shutdown from that. Gonna pick up the Hex Rig. I wanted just a little bit more damage. I thought that was lacking. I think it's also missing the extra damage from the Warrior enchant. Really. But I did really want to mention because they're gonna go for the Maw of Mortius here. Like, you could also just sit on Hex Drink and not finish it, but I hate doing that. I hate sitting on uncompleted items. So we're fearing that maybe just Udyr and someone else could have done Baron, snuck Baron, so we're collapsing on it really quickly. Didn't use my ult for it. Trash is like, I think maybe you see, he said lag, and it's kind of what it looks like, way out of position. I'm gonna be taken down pretty quickly. I'm gonna take down the Sun Disc, that just shat all over me when I tried to save my turret here. Did save the turret though, so. You know, if it's just a turret or a death, I'd rather have the death. The question is, would it have been a turret? So the flank comes in here. Again, this super annoying wall kind of just stops our whole engage. Mordekai's are really low. Wave's pushing against us, so we should probably be here. We don't have a great siege. Of course, Kog'Maw has good range, but aside from that, we're mostly melee. Azir are really good in stopping sieges. Gonna stun Irelia for Mordekai's, but it doesn't matter. In the meantime, Diana went in on Sivir, does pick her up. Nautilus is gonna sacrifice himself, and Diana's gonna have to run away. Takes like, I think it's kind of weird, but because I was coming over here to back her up, and now she's coming here, which is, I don't know, Mordekai's just alive. Mordekai's only just dies. We're gonna stack the stuns here. And she's gonna Sonya's. I'm gonna get stunned because Irelia. Azir is gonna pick up the Irelia over the wall, and Thresh is gonna save her. I'm just gonna standing here like, well, that kind of sucked. That's basically my opinion here. Mordekai's is gonna pick up this huge wave. I stood around here just in case they would siege, but I didn't see them, so I went back into my jungle. Azir saw me there. So let's watch this for a moment. Okay. So I didn't know what to do, and so I just want to go into my jungle and farm. I'm gonna get hit on by Azir, immediately flash out, and then here maybe reduce the speed. Normally you don't ever want to pass through this area if you're gonna have to dodge a skill shield, because this is doom. But somehow, for some reason, because of Thresh's positioning, I think he may have walked like this, which would mean that the hook would have been thrown out like this. Because this he could have done anyway. I guess he wouldn't have guessed right, went to the path of death and survived. Did cost me my flash though. Flash pretty important on Pantheon because you want to flash W for engages and stuff. I haven't really been able to pick up anything. Drake's gonna be up at 50. I think I'm just gonna farm my jungle just a little bit because I don't know what to do anyway. Gonna smite the wolves because I want to know where everybody is in my jungle. They're doing blue. I wanted to finish my wolves first. Udyr's gonna smite it, but we're gonna jump onto Udyr. In the meantime, Azir's getting hit up by the rest of our team. And we're just still chasing Udyr. Thresh out of position now, but Sivir coming in. Sivir does a lot of damage. Jump on Sivir, spell shields it. I was hoping she'd have used it by then, that point. Gonna jump over here because Sivir is gonna be there. It's gonna flash as well. Really annoying playing against Sivir. Gonna pick up Kog'Maw. Takes the lantern out, doesn't die. I died to Irelia. Drake is up in the meantime, and it's really hard to say who died that fight and who didn't, and who respawned and came back in again afterwards. But they were all low, only Irelia was really left to contest that. We have 3 people, so we are gonna pick up Drake. Gold still very even, we're slightly behind, but it's not too bad. The deficiencies are probably... But actually I should have more gold. Let's look at the gold. I should have more gold than Udyr does. Yeah. Even though I didn't feel like I was doing too well. Top lane slightly more gold. Bot lane, mid lane behind. Bot lane really behind. Support ahead though, so that's funny. Still not picked up any items. I'm just a poor little baker from a poor little family. We have a very heavy AP team as well, even in Kog'Maw. So I do have to pick up some damage. Normally you want to go pretty heavy armor pen on Pantheon. Of course I did do it with the Black Cleaver. Of course the warrior would have been perfect around that out. I can't stress it enough how much of an awesome item warrior is on Pantheon and how stupid I'm for not getting it. So whatever you do, first item, warrior, you just have to. Pinging back Diana because we're missing all of their people. Gonna come over there as well to give her backup in case it's necessary. It's probably gonna be. The only question is will we both die if I do it. Kog'Maw and Nautilus coming slightly behind. Irelia doesn't want to cross me. She probably could have. Of course Udyr with the super high mobility. The jukes from Diana. Gonna use my Q to fuck the benches and stun Udyr. And now I'm just applying my Black Cleaver stacks. And I'm picking up a couple of kills here. Gonna pick up Thresh as well with my ult. Don't get us here, but not too worried about that. We have a Shade and only Sivir is left to defend. We have all 5. Diana very low of course. Maybe shouldn't be there. So Pantheon is very good at tower diving with his passive. Gonna bait out the spell shield with the Q, immediately followed with the W. So to stop the stun she would have been able. She would have to time this really well. Of course she had been doing it pretty well, but her positioning told me, of course, standing around the tower, facing me, that she was looking to block it. So. And because I can tell that Sivir is looking to spell block an ability, I can choose. I can try and bait it a little bit. Gonna smite the Crux just to get some health, mana back, just in case. But we're all gonna go base. They all respawn. We have things to do. We don't want to lose Baron because we're just not there or something. Do I finally pick up a real item? I must, right? Because I picked up 3 kills. Here we got 2 towers. Gonna pick the Kindle Gem for the 40% CDR. I felt like I already had this. I think I built it into the X-Ring and then... Okay, now I get a new one for the Aegis and picking up the Metal Morses. Which means the lower I am, the more damage I do. It's I don't know. It's a thing. It helps. It probably does. Maybe it doesn't help enough to finish it really early though. My item build this game is already weird anyway, so I'll not comment on it too much. Diana as your Sivir as your split pushing top. I kind of want to be there. to stop them. Here I basically know, let's pause it, I basically know they're here. And Diana's coming in and Mordekaiser's coming in. I felt decently useless and kind of tanky at the same time. And I didn't want them to get away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and say fuck it, I'm gonna walk into this brush, gonna get caught out of course. I'm gonna get pushed away though, so I can easily escape. Hold on to my W. So I could jump onto the minions again. Diana and Mordecai are gonna clean up really early, easily. I go base, almost died, that would have been shitty. Pick up home guards though, and I have my ult. I kept on held on to my ult as well. I really got out, should die. Doesn't look like Diana got the ult, but I'm gonna ult over here just to cut her off. 3 people down, 3 important people for them. Jungler's still up, but we're gonna go for Baron here. And basically here it's on me to not get the Baron stolen, because if we take the Baron, there's a good chance we'll win. We have an open inhibitor. We've got pretty good damage, late game champions as well. Not all of us, but some of us. But if we lose it, we're probably fucked. Diana's gonna come over to deal with Thresh. Udyr's gonna come in. I get my stun. To try and stun him well, it was near smite health. So he couldn't do it. But not like at smite health, because then of course I wouldn't be smiting it and then he could. He smites early, gonna pick up the Baron pretty easily after that of course. My smite. Diana does pick up Thresh, I guess. Yeah. We pick up Udyr and Azir again. Baron empowered minions, but we're all gonna base. Most of us are kinda low. Dragon is gonna be up in 40 seconds, 35. And of course we want it as well. I'm still here. I wanted this just for the fishing, of course. Blue buff itself, I haven't been taking my blue buff in ages because well, Pantheon is very mana hungry. Diana is just kind of carrying this. If anyone is gonna carry it, it's Diana, let's put it like that. And of course I'm already 40% CDR. Sif is gonna get caught out, gonna die really quickly. Aurelia kind of caught out, but not too much. Drake respawns, I'm almost there. Let's see, Thresh comes in. Oh, the surrender vote. Let me see that. But the surrender vote came in, that's why. So they surrendered. It's not like they didn't have a chance at this point, but we were gonna pick up a third Drake. Of course, it doesn't really put us at 5th. But it does something. We have Baron buff, there's different respawn, I guess. So I guess they just felt that they weren't gonna win it. And live in the middle if they could. I think they could have still, but the lead was kind of building for us. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for any champions or roles you want to see me play, please let me know. I'll try, I'm really interested in kind of things, so I'll try and make it work for you. As for now, I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.